A.
Yo.
I thought you were gonna finish it because I said A. I thought you were gonna do the alphabets with me.
I didn't. I mean, but it didn't sound like an A. It was like A. Like, yo, what's up? That's what it sounded like. It wasn't like you were saying like an A.
It was A. It was A. What's come next?
Yeah, but like yo.
Yo doesn't come after A.
Hey yo.
I see your point, but that's not what I was. I was
I
trying
didn't
to
know
do
you was
the
doing.
English,
I mean, like, who does that? Like,
English American,
nobody just breaks down with alphabets, especially the letter A, and just somebody just follows up with a B, C, D, E, F, G.
You know what? We should start that. I would absolutely do that. I would bring like 20 people to a place, like bring them out to a bar.
And I bet you nobody would say the B.
Well, no.
Matter of fact, that could be a challenge. If you just go up to somebody and say A, and if the point is to get somebody to say B.
And then, all right. Yeah, I know. I heard shit, but see, that's not even where I was going. I was trying to make like a sweet, like a thing for everybody that's in a certain place. Like if I bring 20 people, well, here's what I'm trying to say.
You bring 20?
I'm sounding confusing. If I bring 20 people to a bar, but all the 20 people would know what's going on, so it's not like.
So it's like
it's planned. It's but the
so
other
like a
people,
flash mob of
yeah, a flash mob of singing the letters.
You're gonna need more than 20 people.
It's 26 letters.
Yeah. So you're gonna be like shy. So like.
Well, we stop at S.
Okay. I don't know what letter you would stop
I don't
at,
know, right?
That sounds like it'd be.
I try to do it
S.
real quick.
Yeah. But that's close. It's pretty close.
It's 6 minus, so Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T.
You know what I'm mad?
Actually, it'd be U.
You. So I'm mad that you know your alphabet's backwards.
Ah, brother, that's something you got to learn as a kid.
I never learned that.
I learned that you know how many sobriety tests I passed because because I knew how to say my alphabet
can't say
backwards.
That's sober.
I have to slow it down when I talk to police officers because they gonna know something's up because of how quickly I can say my alphabets backwards just as quickly as I can say them forward.
That's funny
because I learned it when I was 4.
That's cool. So they start you taking some passing sobriety test at 4.
I have been enjoying Budweiser before I should have been able to drink, but no. The reason why was because of my friends, and it was just like, yo, you see alphabets backwards, and it was just a challenge amongst kids.
That's crazy.
And I just learned how to do it.
That's
Z Y X W V U T S R Q P O N M L K J I H G F E D C B A.
Yo, that is crazy.
Booyah.
Son.
And y'all can play that backwards.
That's dope. That's
to
dope.
hear it the forward way.
Now, I guarantee you, like a lot of listeners, I've never heard anybody say the alphabet backwards. So, yo, that's kudos.
You kidding
to
me?
you.
Everybody knows how to. Not everybody knows how, but everybody has heard someone else do it.
I can't recall a moment where I've heard somebody say that backwards because I've never been in a position where somebody had to recite it. Matter of fact, if somebody started reciting, I just told them to shut up.
You look like you are the designated driver.
I am. It's just like always.
You look like you exactly.
I just had milk.
Exactly.
Yeah. But anyway, good to see you.
Hashtag likewise.
Wise like.
Hashtag backwards talk.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's going on here.
Hashtag talk backwards.
This is weird.
Hashtag weird this is.
Hashtag it stopped.
Hashtag stop it.
Good to see you, brother.
Right.
Hey, folks, welcome to Off the Pad Podcast. I'm Jair Toller.
And this is Corey Marshall.
I know what it is, and if you don't know, now you know.
If not,
I didn't even
somebody.
tell you. Right. Like,
if you don't know, too bad for you. You never know.
Didn't even fill you in, but that's all right. We are excited to continue to do the show and speak to each other.
Also, man, just saying, it is late. It's late. This is later the recording than normal.
Yeah, y'all don't get the timestamps when we record, but it is late.
It's morning. It's pretty much morning.
We actually just came from a show that we did together.
Right.
It's always a pleasure working with you, brother.
Likewise, brother. Always the same.
We were at the Rich and Funny Bone. By the time y'all hear this, I should be hosting. Yeah, I think by the time y'all hear this, I'll be hosting at the Rich and Funny Bone. Tommy Davidson is coming into town. So yeah, we probably would have already had one show
so
by the time y'all hear it, but you can still catch
the
either
12th, right? The 12th through the 14th, 15th?
15th, yeah. Okay. So if y'all hear this before the 15th, you still got time to get your tickets at the Rich and Funny Bone, and booyah.
Cool. And they give everybody a heads up on March 19th through the 22nd, I'll be at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte, North Carolina.
It's not in Virginia.
In Charlotte,
Started
North
to say
Carolina.
Virginia.
Yeah, because we have a Charlottesville in Virginia. So
We don't have a Comedy Zone in Charlottesville.
We sure don't. So if you live in North Carolina and you know anybody that lives in North Carolina and you want to come out to the Charlotte, North Carolina Comedy Zone, give us a shout.
Y'all got some folks in Charlotte.
19th through 22nd. Hit them up.
I'm going to hit them up. Tell them to come out to support you.
Do that.
Hopefully they say yes, and I'll let you know. But that's a nice club. So
yeah, we went there a couple times.
Yeah.
Good shows, man.
Man, it's a good place. Good place.
Other than that, man, I had a good weekend. Glad to be back in Richmond, that's for sure. And glad to be recording this podcast. Thank you for all the new listeners and stuff. Continue to listen.
By the way, I heard that you can find us on another spot. So right now we're on iTunes. You can find us on the website offthepad.podbean.com. You can listen directly from Twitter now. If you go to our page, Off the Pad Podcast, on Twitter, you can listen to the feed right from there. We're also on Stitcher. And I heard that there's at least one of our supporters, I don't know how many others, are listening to us on a podcatcher called Downcast.
Downcast?
Downcast.
Cool.
Yep. It's some app, some podcatcher app.
I'm glad it caught us.
That right. That plugs into our feed, and they get it through there. And I'm sure there are other podcatchers or pod aggregators that are out there that you can plug into Off the Pad's feed for. And so whatever platform you have, we're good to go.
Cool. Also, man, I don't think we ever mentioned it, but a couple weeks ago, we was actually featured as one of the featured comedy podcasts on Podbean.
Word up.
Yeah, so that was a good look. So that shows that, hey, man, it's a pretty good podcast. People are catching on, and people are liking it. You know, out of the thousands of podcasts that they have, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were one of the featured comedic podcasts on that website.
All that means to me is that I owe all of you gratitude. Thank you.
And I equally
listening.
say thank you as well.
Well, now I'll say thank you plus one more thank.
That's what's up.
Because I want to say thank you more than him. Because I appreciate you more than he does. That's not true. No, that's not true.
I can edit it later. Well, I could just have you not saying anything at all, and I just thank the listeners.
Be the core muscle of the podcast.
And you know what? At the close of this podcast, I want to thank each and every listener. Jay said he didn't want to be a part of this today.
No, thank you guys, man. We love you. We
Word.
appreciate it. Tell a friend, spread the word, and let's move on.
Boom. Let's get this podcast started.
Let's get this podcast continuing. Whatever. Y'all know what we mean.
Boom.
Greetings again. Welcome to Season 2 of Off the Pad Podcast. The podcast serving you non-stop funny without interruption. Now sit back, relax, clock out, and get ready for the best moments of your day.
Yo, this Chameleon Rod, man, and you rolling, you listening, you in the zone with my man, Jaye Tola and Corey Marsha, Off the Pad, baddest podcast on this side of the universe. You heard it from me, right, man? I'm out.
Thank you to the following people for providing today's topics: Cherry Turner, Keith Marcel, Keisha Marks, Sarita Rittel, Libby Miller, Kristen Rainboth Edwards, Sean Pop White, and some listeners who directly contacted our hosts. Now without further ado, I present to you two of the funniest, flyest, freshest soul brothers around, Jaye Tola and Corey Marshall.
Hey yo, say my nigga, I don't have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know, but it probably started raining somewhere.
You know what? It's always raining somewhere.
Not necessarily.
There's never a time where
Well,
it's not raining anywhere.
I don't know. I don't know
That'll be a geographical check.
I think
Yes.
that is possible where it is not precipitating somewhere.
You know, there's probably a phenomenon for it not to be raining anywhere at. Well, if it's like 1 second, then that's probably not a phenomenon. But if it goes on for like, let's give it like a 3-minute span,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it's not raining anywhere for 3 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
I believe there has to be a term for that. There has to be some phenomenon.
I think
that
there is.
scientists
I think it's called apocalypse.
Oh, yes.
But I don't know. That I never thought about that. Like I think it's always raining somewhere at sea. I mean, it just makes sense.
Yo,
That's where clouds are formed. But
I was looking at some stuff online. I know this has nothing to do with the topics. We'll
Mhm.
get there in just a second. Jasmine, hold on. I'm sorry for
No, you good, you good.
such a side note. I was watching some stuff earlier, and it was putting this universe in perspective.
the universe.
The world, the whole
Okay.
world. So now I don't know how many people know this. I don't know if you know this or not, but I was reading something and it said the sun could fit 300,000 Earths.
Yeah.
300,000 Earths. That's a whole lot of Earths.
Yeah, it's a big sun.
It's 300,000. It could fit that many Earths in the sun.
Makes sense.
But the largest known star could fit like 100,000 suns. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
what?
That's crazy.
That's nutso. That's ridiculous. You kidding me? They said the largest known star was so hot that if you had like a grain of sand,
Mm-hmm.
1 grain of sand that was the same temperature as the largest star, it would kill anybody within 180 miles.
That's crazy.
I was like, dude, that's like from Richmond to Baltimore.
Okay.
So if there's a grain of sand in Baltimore, it would kill everybody in Richmond. That's ridiculous. That puts crazy stuff in perspective, and it makes you think, yo, if we found out this much in this world,
Mm-hmm.
what is the stuff we don't know? What can we not see behind that largest largest star?
Mm-hmm.
Because the star is that large and that bright. There's probably some stuff behind it we ain't even seen yet.
Yeah, just imagine the racism you would encounter if you go to another. You go to another galaxy. You know what I'm saying? You 2-armed people. You know what I'm saying? 2 arms and 2 legs. Look at you.
You're the Milky Way folk. We
The
have
Milky
Milky
Way.
Wayans over here. Where do you hang us? By the nebula. I didn't know what that means.
They can't hang you by the nebula. That's kind of like a star kind of thing. But anyway, all right.
Yeah. So enough of that.
Intergalactic roots up in this joint.
Hashtag space.
Boom. Hashtag Jasmine.
Hashtag topics. What you got, Jazz?
Picks top.
Round 1. Speed topics. Men who get pedicures.
What about him? I think a man who gets a pedicure is paying very close attention to his feet.
I get pedicures. And I don't see nothing wrong with it, and I don't understand why this is even a topic. Why? What's the big deal? Why did this have to become a topic?
Now, when you say you get pedicures, I mean you cut your toenails. I mean you soak your feet, or you actually go to the foot salon thing.
First of all, I didn't say I get pedicures.
you just said you get pedicures, manicures.
Did I say that? I don't know.
Hold on, I don't even know what you said, but I know you said that you get something feminine done to your body. I don't know if it was a mani or a pedi, but either way, it sure won't. Manny.
I probably said, I think I did say I get pedicures. And that's sad because normally, well, shut up. Well, when I talk to my girlfriend, I say do not call it pedicures because I feel less manly. And I feel bad that I just said it. I say I went to get my feet tuned up. That's like the manly way to me to say it.
Okay, you got your oil chains on your foot.
Yes.
Tired, your toes rotated.
But yeah, so I mean, it ain't like I go like with a schedule, with a set frequency, but I've been a couple times to the salon, yes.
To the salon, okay.
To have my feet put in shape.
That's what's up.
Like the pedicures. I don't know why I said that word earlier. It's because Jasmine, she tricked me.
You wear your always when you go?
I hope you die.
One day. It won't be in the manicures, that's for sure. My feet won't be done when it happens.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I know that people don't mind me when I wear my flip-flops if I don't have socks on. I don't do that. I don't go outside with like that. But if I was at the beach, then nobody would have a problem.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a man that has a nice toes. Like my feet, they look okay. Like they're not manicured, but they don't look mangled either. You know what I'm saying?
The word is pedicure.
But they don't look that either. They're not mangled. You know what I'm saying?
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I mean,
who's checked them out? Show me. Let me see your feet.
Dude, I'm not gonna pull my feet
Corey,
out.
let me see your feet.
I have on a boot first of all. I
gotta
gotta unzip my boot and
I don't care what
untie
you
my
gotta
boot
do.
and then take off my sock.
I'm trying to see.
And then slap my foot on the table.
I want to compare your foot to my foot.
But you know what? I don't want to compare feet to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just playing.
I don't want to
people.
get into a foot comparison because you'll be like, well, how come your foot is longer than mine? Then I got to explain stuff to you and stuff, and then you end up with your feelings hurt and stuff. And this.
Right. That'll happen. Ask your mom.
She would say, I didn't even know he had feet.
Shut up.
I had these tiny toes.
Nah, man, but I think I encourage brothers, man, to get your body taken care of. I think last podcast, episode 207,
Talked about health.
we talked about prostate and getting your prostate checked.
And there's nowhere near your foot, by the way.
Thank you for that notice.
Some people don't know. Where's your prostate? Yeah. Take off your shoe.
It's in my leg. And I think the last episode was actually 208.
Okay.
Pie tree burial, not 207, but yeah, whatever. 208, the last one, we're talking about prostate. Right now, we're talking about getting your feet done. If you got jacked feet, why not? It just your girls like having feet. So what if your lady wants to give you a foot massage when you coming home from work and your foot feel
look like Freddy Krueger?
What are you about to say?
I said Freddy Krueger.
Like you didn't even know the person. If you look like Freddy Krueger.
I don't know him personally. I'm not trying to be friends with Freddy Krueger.
And
yeah.
I'm ready to move on to the next topic.
I got sexy feet.
I'm going to take your word.
Sexy feet.
Jasmine.
That should be a Disney cartoon. Sexy feet. Little penguins with sexy feet.
That's like Pocahontas' brother. That'd be the only Native American. That's like a Native American name.
His Indian name?
Sexy feet.
Sexy feet. Yeah, who named him? It's just like, since he was a baby, his feet was sexy? Like, what, really? He who has sexy feet. All right, next topic.
Thank you.
Other than gas, what would be the best fuel for automobiles?
I think right now solar power, man. No, I think solar power.
Nobody can drive at night.
Well, no, that's you charge up in the daytime.
Oh, okay.
You charge up in the daytime, and then at night you be good. It'll come with a battery. But what if it's like, I think the best fuel for cars would be something organic, like organic waste. That would be the best fuel for cars because it's something that we produce naturally anyway. If we eat, we're going to always produce fuel for the car.
Like urine.
Okay.
Like
urine.
That would make me happy as an avid drinker. Like that would, dude. I would never fail a sobriety test ever. I wouldn't even have to take sobriety tests anymore.
Why would you not fail a sobriety test? Why would you not fail because you peed in your car? That doesn't make sense. You can still be drunk.
Well, because I'm getting rid of the alcohol. Alcohol comes out in your urine.
But it's in your bloodstream. It don't just come out in your bloodstream. It's just because you pee.
I'm saying I would pee enough to reduce the stuff in my blood.
So why don't you just pee now? If that was the cure, people would just pee now before they left the bar.
Where would you pee?
In
enough?
the toilet.
Well, you wouldn't have a chance to pee enough. You can't just,
what are you talking? That's just crazy talk. That doesn't make sense.
You might be right.
I mean, so between you leaving the bar and you going in the car home, I mean, like, how long are you driving in the car drunk to where you don't spend 8 hours in the car just drunk and plastered?
Hashtag I haven't filled my tank yet. like if you let me go and fill my tank, then I wouldn't be saying this stuff that don't make sense.
I'm trying to
right
make
now,
fuel,
I haven't.
officer.
That's right. All right, so maybe that doesn't.
I do think weight should be like the best fuel for a car.
Or sweat.
It can't be sweat because no.
Whatever comes. You said natural, so it has to be organic and natural like this.
Yeah, but not sweat.
If I turn my heat up in my car to sweat and then like bring my shirt out in the tank, you
That's
like
just crazy.
you like that idea? That's stupid.
That's just crazy. That's pretty. Well, that goes back to urine.
Well, you can't take a dump in a joint. That'd be
You
weird.
You can. Well, first of all, it wouldn't be the traditional gas tank, so it's not like you're on the side pooping on the side of the car. It'll have to be like a contraption to where
You in your seat. You just driving and you pooping while you.
well, the driver's seat could be a toilet. That's not, it'll be messy if you hit bumps and stuff, but going up hills and stuff like that. But it'll be something that you'll have to pre-poop. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be driving and do it. You have to go to like a poop station and take care of it, and then put it in like a container, and then drop the container in your car.
That sounds like way too much work.
But that's why that's not a good idea as well. But that's why we just stick with the urine.
I'd rather gas or urine.
We rather gas or urine.
What if it was like blood?
You would never drive. You wouldn't even go to the blood bank.
I don't donate blood now, but that would be.
I don't donate blood to save lives, but if it get to the store, yeah, I'll do it.
That'll change the game for like people trying to rob you and steal your car. Like, I just want to live. It's like, nope. I need you to pay for this gas.
But then also that'd be weird too, trying to get gas money for people or trying to get gas from people. You know what I'm saying? Just like, hey man, here's some blood. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of. Well, I'm gonna get by with 2 drops of blood, brother. You better.
What you got? A+?
You better empty out a leg.
This car uses O negative.
Across that's funny. Different types of blood types.
Yeah. Nah. But I see where you were going with that. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, it
the
probably
A+
needs
and
to
the
be
O
cut.
negative was funny.
That's
yeah,
actually
like,
funny. I like that.
And then
It's like different. Like it's like unleaded, regular. Da-da-da.
Right.
Yeah. What about diesel? Like that thick blood.
Yeah, I don't know what you never like to sickle cell.
I was gonna say sugar, but okay. Sickle cell.
How does that works?
I'll take it.
There's limited supply of the sickle cell blood.
I'll take it. I'm surprised they haven't resorted to that. Like they should just get away from like fossil fuel stuff altogether, yo. Like that's just
And move towards
something
biological measures.
Something that did. I mean, like if you think about it, you won't have to pay for it. You'll be coming with the fuel yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it'll hurt. At first, it'll hurt economically. Yeah, of course. But hey, it's better for the people.
Dogs that burp in your face.
I don't think I had a dog burp in my face, but if I don't even know how that is a thing. Like I didn't even realize dogs burp. First of all,
I was about to ask you, do dogs burp? Because I don't know the answer to that.
but apparently they do, and apparently they do it in people's faces.
It sounds like some rude dogs.
It's a disrespectful dog. That's a low down dirty dog.
That's a dog that would easily get put down. like let a dog burp in my. I don't do pets. I'm not having any pets.
Yeah, I don't even like people talking close to my face, let alone a dog, but not talking to me. A dog wouldn't. I'm not like.
I was about to say.
Dr.
You said
Doolittle.
like I'm like what?
Like, come on, that's a normal thing, right? Dogs talking to people.
Dog burping. This ain't got to do with dog, but
That's following the topic.
it made me shut up.
These pirates.
It made me think about this because it's dog burping. when I was like, let's say 8 and 7. Me and my sister.
When you was 8 and 7?
When I was 8, my sister was 7.
Okay.
She was picking up
double-age guy.
our younger cousin. Our cousin was like 2.
Hold on. You was 8. Your sister was 7. Y'all was picking up your 2-year-old cousin?
She was picking her up like in her hands. Her
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like in a car. Like, yo.
Not like we weren't
like y'all
driving to
stole
go
a
get
car
her.
or y'all had a car. Like, this story is made up. Like, you didn't even think through.
She was at the crib.
Okay.
And my sister
Literally
was picking her up off the floor. And my little cousin, the 2-year-old, she was like smiling and laughing, ha ha ha. And my sister, she was smiling and laughing, ha ha ha. And then my little cousin threw up. But while my sister was like smiling and laughing, so when my cousin threw up, like the whole vomit
in her
you
face,
could see it went in her mouth. You can see the stream of the vomit, and I'm looking like, oh my god, it just went right in her mouth. And then she dropped her, and I was like, no, you can't drop the baby, you can't drop the baby. And then she was just still laughing. My cousin was just still laughing, just sitting on the floor. She fell on her butt, but was still laughing, and I was like, "Oh, that's so disgusting."
You know what? I don't mind a baby throwing up on me because it's pure.
I'd rather a dog burp than a baby throw up.
I'd rather a baby throw up in my face.
You'd rather in your mouth?
I'd rather have a
it
baby
was in her mouth.
I'd rather have a baby throw up milk in my mouth than have a dog burp in my face.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing is.
That's why you don't. That's why you don't go to the salon to get your feet done.
That's a toxic man right here.
# words back.
Backwards. But the reason being is because the baby is pure. It has
What do you mean the baby's pure?
It has not. It doesn't have half as much toxins as something that's been on Earth for years. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't give the dog an age. It could have been a puppy. What are you talking?
Well,
and how you say it? What are you talking? What are you talking? What are you talking?
What are you talking? Baby, right? The baby is newborn. It only drank milk. Like, so only thing.
It could have been a puppy.
No, dude.
It only ate puppy chow. One brand of puppy chow.
Okay, first of all, you can't change hypothetics when it comes to a situation, right? You can't just change hypothetics in the middle of the situation. So, if it's a baby, it's a newborn baby. It has not accumulated the filth and disgust. All it has is milk in its system.
What's wrong with you?
So it's just spitting out milk.
The baby is 2. The baby ain't drinking off a bottle of breastfeeding anymore. The baby's 2. They've been off of breast milk since they were 1.
So I mean, well, that's even better. So it's fresh
table
milk.
food.
They
eating table
food.
food.
No table food.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, that does make sense.
They said 2.
Okay, well,
they ate little chickens,
and
little chicken pieces.
So. You know, first of all,
They're probably eating the puppy chow.
The baby was not 2.
The baby. She probably ate what the dog ate, and that's probably why she threw up.
I'm just upset that a 2-year-old is throwing up like that. First of all, that's not normal, is it? Maybe the baby was younger, and you just assume it was 2.
Perhaps.
Yeah, because if the baby is eating food off the table and throwing up like that, something is wrong with the baby's digestive system. First of all, so I was assuming I didn't really pay attention to the age. But I'm thinking a baby that's in throw up mode stage is like 1-year-old or younger.
I got you.
I don't mind that throwing up, but a baby that's like 2 eating idle food, he should not be eating food at all.
Why is it carrots and corn just coming out?
The Exorcist.
But if a dog burps in my face, I'm killing it straight up. And I hope Peter isn't listening.
Who's Peter? Peter. Gotcha. Understood.
Peter.
Moving
Peter.
on. I follow.
Yeah, but I kill a dog. If it burps in my face.
Dead.
Just making sure y'all heard me. So don't bring a dog around me that got a burping problem.
Shoot you in the street like a dog.
I don't care if it's hiccups. It better not even have hiccups. I'm killing that dog too.
Done burped in my face.
Sounds like a sound for the next topic.
Sounds like the Color Purple sequel. You told that dog to burp in my face. The Color Lavender. Right.
The TV show Empire.
Hit show.
Hate show. You say hit, I say hate.
It's a hit show, man. I definitely watch Empire. I'm bit by that bug. The reason I watch it is definitely entertaining.
I'm gonna have to take your word for it. I said hate, and that's unfair because to hate something, you'd have to know it. In my belief, you'd have to know something in order to hate it. And I've never seen it. I've never seen one episode, so I can't say I hate it.
It's definitely entertaining, and people say it's a good show. Da, da, da. My thoughts on Empire is that it's more dramatic than it is a good show. Like, it has so much elements of drama in it. Like, you can't help but watch it. Every character on the show has an issue, and it's amazing to watch it unfold on the screen.
I'm just going to have to take your word for it, and all these daggone Facebook and Twitter hashtag empires that I see. And that's how I watch the show.
It's the number one show on television right now.
It's probably the number 0.5 and 1. Like, the joint is
like, the number one watch
top
show on television right now.
Yeah, and it saddens me. But
Why
then,
does it sadden you?
You know what? That's weird.
Why does it sadden you?
Because I've never seen it, so it's like
that's
everything I'm
sad?
saying that I understand that it holds no merit because I haven't seen it to give it a fair evaluation to say that it sucks.
Yeah, and I was the same way. First of all, before it aired, when I seen the preview, I said, I'm not going to watch this. But then I seen one episode, and I was just like, I don't even know why I was hooked. I was like, the show would I think it has like crack vibes in it or something like that. Like, I was just hooked like the first episode. I was like, well, you know what? I have to watch the next episode just so I can see what happens. That's why I watched it. I have to see how this unfolds. That's the reason why I'm hooked.
Yeah, but see, my thing, I don't know. I just can't get in. I hate, I don't know what to call it. I hate, can you stop moving the chair? I hate.
So says the guy in a wheelchair.
That's funny. It's not my wheelchair, Corey. Those chain shows?
Chain shows?
Chain, is that what you call it?
It's a soap opera.
All right, maybe that's, I don't know.
Cliffhangers?
No, chain, like a chain gang bandwagon. I think bandwagon is the word I'm looking for.
I would say that's a bandwagon show.
I don't know how I got chain
Well,
gang.
Even if it's a bandwagon show, like, aren't all shows bandwagon shows? I mean, like, it's just like, it's word of mouth. You heard about it. You jumped on a bandwagon. You started watching it. You have your opinion about it. All shows are bandwagon shows.
So
that's good marketing.
I'm particular to.
Oh, so you just don't
against bandwagon when all my friends are on that bandwagon.
Or you. Okay, I got you.
I watch.
You don't believe the hype. You don't believe the hype.
I watch NCIS,
which is one of the worst shows ever on television.
But none of my friends watch it. So while it may be a bandwagon show for Marines and those folks over there, to me it's not bandwagon-y because none of my friends are posting about it. So I'm at home silent watching it. And SVU. I love Law and Order SVU.
So you watch the shows where you cannot have a conversation about with anybody else?
Not on purpose, but those are the shows that entertain me the most.
Did you see NSIU? No.
I don't know what that is. It's NCIS.
But whatever.
But I also didn't watch Empire.
Whatever combination of backwards letters.
You know what? Hey.
Letters with a D.
Let's come to the salon with me. Let's get our feet done together.
And
we can watch Empire while we're getting our feet tuned up.
I'm going to say no because I want to have a girlfriend in the future. And I think this may hinder any hopes of that happening.
We can double date. I'll bring my girl and I'll bring a friend of hers.
I don't like double dates, first of all. So I don't.
We can sit across from each other.
That's even worse. I got to look in your eyeballs. Rather,
as long as you say "I" before you say.
How about let's do this? Let's go to the salon together and get our feet done. We'll just be at separate salons.
Well, text me every second.
Packing a to-go plate for your side piece at a family cookout.
I think that's very considerate. I mean, if you gotta have a side chick, I mean, that's the least you can do is feed her some good food from your family.
Well, to me it depends. If
it's a to-go plate, So it's not really the main plate. It's it's not
It's
like the
a
main
side- a
dish. It's
side
a side plate
for a side.
for a side
chick.
chick. Yeah, the side chick gets the side chicken.
If she is willing to rub my feet after I go to the salon, like I'm gonna keep bringing this up. Hashtag repeats. Like, then I would definitely get her a side plate. That hashtag food for you.
Hashtag steeper. But I was saying repeats backwards. But
Repeat backwards. What'd you call it?
I said steeper.
How is that? Repeats.
Repeats. Yeah.
I see what you're trying to say. Okay.
Or staper.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like one of them AE English terms. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I would absolutely pack a meatloaf and potato salad plate for someone else if I'm
I think it's very nice, but I don't think I would pack a plate for her.
You wouldn't pack a plate?
No.
Okay.
If you can't come, if you don't have the right to be at the cookout, you don't have a right to get food from the cookout.
Why do they not have a right? You just can't bring all of them.
Well, if you can't bring them, then I can't bring them.
I don't even know how that makes sense.
If you can't bring your side chicks, then I can't bring you side food.
Oh, I got what you're saying. Okay. But you're just using two different pronouns. You're saying you and I, but you both mean I. If I can't bring my side chick, I can't bring you side food.
If you can't bring the side chick,
Me.
or well, not you, but if you,
Well, that's what
as
I
a
mean.
person, then
That's how your pronouns are confusing.
well, these are pronouns.
If you can't bring your side chick, then you shouldn't bring her a side plate.
Okay.
Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm trying to say is if you can't bring your side chick, then I can't bring her a side plate. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. All right, okay. All right, I think I got what you're saying. And my retort is that I could.
Okay.
I would absolutely invite before I got with my girl, I would absolutely invite everybody
But
that
that's
I was
not a side chick.
talking to.
That's not the side chick.
Oh, okay. I feel what you're saying.
I mean, I'm assuming my whole thing. All right, I know I said in the beginning there's nothing wrong, but I was kind of joking. But I don't. If she can't,
we're assigning levels. A
Yeah,
side
all right.
chick
side
doesn't
chick,
deserve.
if she can't be with the family, then I mean she has nothing to do with the family. So I'm not bringing her anything associated with the family to her.
Okay.
Yeah. If I had a side family, yeah, you can get some food. I'll bring you some food. But you can't get food from the main family cookout. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, all right. I can feel that because I never had any side chicks.
Okay.
It was all right. If I'm single, then I'm dating everybody. And
Understood.
We're on an equal plane, and we can all be at the same place at the same
Everybody
time.
go to cookout.
I'll take all y'all to
Or
to
nobody
the
go to
movies.
cookout. If you go to cookout, you get the food. If you don't go to cookout,
Right.
why am I bringing you a plate?
Manny Pacquiao, singing his own entrance song when walking into the Mayweather fight.
Yeah, I kind of heard that. I wasn't sure what was going on with that. But that would be interesting. But if he goes out there singing a song, do you think that will put pressure on Mayweather
To sing?
or to read
Or to
something? To come out to reading?
That's funny.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I
Just-
forgot all about that.
Yeah, like I wonder how he does a karaoke, like Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Like, does he do good at karaoke? He has to pick songs that he know.
That's funny. I totally forgot about his inability
his
to
challenge,
read.
his reading challenge.
Yeah, all right. That sounds softer than. That sounds nicer. I don't know if softer is the right word.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Oh man. Hashtag literate ill. That's stupid. I was, trying to,
So I can say hashtag illiterate.
I was trying to do, but that didn't make sense.
No, I did it. Sick literate. Illiterate sick.
Hashtag still funny. Whatever.
Hashtag funny still.
Stop it.
Hashtag it stop.
We do this all night. We're here all night. I was repeating myself.
You just peed on yourself.
I said repeat it. Hashtag echo.
You don't have to say you repeated yourself. That's like saying the echo, 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 echo. I repeated myself. All right, anyway, we're getting sleepy.
Yeah, this is a late podcast. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, them Pacquiao singing. Dude, that would make it entertaining. I would enjoy it. That would be funny.
I think it would be cool if he came out singing and won the fight. But if he lost the fight, then he should have came out there singing. That's what happens.
I still think it would be funny. I would enjoy it either way. Like,
I think it'd be entertaining.
if this podcast
be a
reaches
class act.
Pacquiao, please come out singing. Sing the Let It Go song. Like, I saw some YouTube stuff.
Let it go.
You are not Pacquiao. I don't even know if that's how it goes, but
I still have not seen Frozen.
why do you know the song so well?
Because everybody's singing it, y'all. Matter of fact, I heard the song so many times, I didn't know it was from Frozen. I was like, oh, so that's where that song is from.
You heard it when you were getting your feet done. Like, that's what it sounds like.
No, because you're the clearly one that got the feet done. We established that earlier in the podcast.
Hashtag shut. Shut. Whatever. You know what I meant.
Let it go.
But that would be dope for me. I would enjoy it.
I mean, I think who would not enjoy that? Who wouldn't enjoy that? Like that's like a bonus when it comes to boxing. They
He
have
be
the
singing.
singer come out singing the song.
He be singing.
I don't think he'll do that.
Pacquiao be singing. I mean, I doubt if he come out singing, but he be singing. He got 100 videos like on YouTube and anywhere else.
Yeah, wasn't
Of
he
him
on
singing.
Kimmel or something like that?
He's on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
I think that was for fun though. He was on there with Will Ferrell.
But he was singing.
He got a bunch of other stuff where he was like singing by himself. He's in the studio.
Mm-hmm. That's
singing
serious. He's
with-
singing in the studio.
with
You
other
invested.
interviewers. Yeah, the dude be singing. Is he good? I don't know. Dude trying to do everything. He was like a government official over there in the Philippines.
Yeah.
He got in trouble with taxes back over here, and then he tried to do. He tried to do something. He tried to do something in tax over there. It was something weird. So singing, boxing.
So the things forget it. Anyway, we're not gonna touch on that. But you name all his talents. You name some of them cheating on taxes.
Yeah, I don't know
Like,
why
that's
I
a
threw that in there. I don't know why I threw that in there. I try to stop myself, but it just some told me to just let it go.
Let it go.
Oh, this dude. Yeah, I think that would be a fun thing to see. I'm paying for the fight. But if there's anybody who want to see the fight and who want to see it for not free, contact me on Facebook or Twitter. I'm Jaye Toller, and I'm definitely matter of fact, I can tell you what size TV I have, but it's not a bad size TV. But I'm ordering the fight. If you interested, just hit me up on social media, and you can probably come. I'll have food. That's that.
And you can bring some food to your side chick after the fight.
Yes. Yes. Hashtag callback.
Hashtag back call.
Round 2. Discussion topics. Weirdest travel experiences.
Well, I'm hoping this goes back to the Wii days.
Video game?
Oh no, not Wii. Like like you say Wii hours.
The wee hours in the morning. I never heard anybody say wee days. That means like either
I don't
me
even
and
know
you.
if that. Yeah,
the
maybe.
wee days. Like when we was together. Like what are you talking?
I could be misusing that bit of term language.
That's OTP lingo right there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's late that we're recording and things are just not connecting.
Yeah. We keep mentioning that it's late, everybody, because it's mad late.
Hashtag after hour.
Hashtag
Hashtag we hour.
hour after.
Hashtag hour we. That's stupid. You ever been on a cruise, Corey?
I have. I've been on a cruise one time, and first of all, I don't like the water, but I went on a cruise.
Can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim very good. I'm a very good swimmer, but I just don't like water. Like, I don't like ocean water or water that's not in the pool.
But you can swim.
Yep.
All right, and what about the cruise?
Yeah, that's like saying, can you shoot a gun? Yeah, but you've never shot anybody. No.
Whoa, wait a minute. Those are not the same.
Yeah, it is. Like, you saying I can swim, but I just don't like water. It's like I like guns, but I don't like shooting people.
No, you can like guns and just not like shooting them.
Exactly
Not
my
necessarily people.
I know how to swim, but I don't like.
You know
I
how
don't
to
like-
shoot a
I don't-
gun. You just don't like shooting the gun.
I was about
They
to
gotta
say
be
I don't like
people.
swim water. I just don't like swim water. I don't like ocean water.
Hashtag question mark. Like all you get is
Hashtag
symbols.
mark question.
You don't like
Yeah.
ocean water.
But that's about it. I can't.
Did you have fun on the cruise?
Yeah, it wasn't even like a overnight cruise. It was like a couple hour cruise.
Ah, dude, shut up. You didn't go on no cruise.
It was
that
two.
little dinner cruise.
It was a dinner cruise.
That little dinner cruise.
It was one in Chicago, and then it was the Annabelle Lee in Richmond. It went down to James River. We ate dinner and we danced.
You better not eat dinner on the Annabelle Lee.
I did.
You had dinner on the Annabelle Lee.
Yeah, it was a long time ago before food poisoning existed. And
Before
that's true.
Before the pilgrims got here. Like we talking.
They gave us blankets.
Okay. I was got a fight. I've been on one cruise and I almost got a fight and gotten into a fight with
The captain.
a chick. A dude.
A dude chick.
A dude who was trying to, I guess,
Drive the boat.
be a gentleman to the chick. I don't know, dude.
You got into a fight with a dude that was trying to be a gentleman to a chick.
Hold on.
Don't you treat her with respect on this boat?
It was, I don't know, it's weird to kind of, I don't know how to say that. So anyway, so it was a group of us. It was me, the girl I went on a cruise with, and two dudes we had met. One of the dudes was getting married, and so we're all chilling at the table. Me, the girl, two dudes, and this other girl, this random girl, was like, "Hey, y'all want something to drink?"
Mm-hmm.
We were like, "Yeah." So she bought us a bucket of beer.
She brought you a bucket of beer. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and then she
So a
went.
bucket of beer, I mean, is ice of beer with ice of buckets, a bucket of beers, a ice bucket with beers in it.
Yo, I don't know what
bucket-
you said,
It's
but
a bucket of ice with beers in it. She brings you
Yes.
a bucket of ice with beers.
yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
There's 4 beers in the bucket.
And ice is in the bucket.
Yes.
So a bucket of ice with 4 beers. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's just a bucket of beers is how us beer drinkers call it. So
Okay, I just need more details. I'm trying to picture the story.
yeah, so she gets a bucket of beers and then she goes back to her table.
So she gets it from her table and brings you a bucket of beers?
Yes.
Okay. That's weird, but go ahead.
Yes. She goes back to her table. And then, after we've been drinking the beers, then she comes back over and she sits down and we all chit chat.
Mm-hmm.
And finally we all finish up the beers. And she's like, "Oh, y'all out of beer. You want some more?"
Mm-hmm.
We're like, "Yeah." So she goes and buys another bucket of beers.
So beers aren't free on this cruise?
No.
I thought like cruises, like all the food is free.
Yeah, food.
So we got to pay for the alcohol.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm asking. I've only been on
I'm
the
sorry.
Annabelle Lee.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Dinner cruises.
Y'all should Google the Annabelle Lee and then Google like Carnival Cruise.
Or
like,
just
that's
Google
not even
Annabelle Lee.
close.
I don't think you can Google Annabelle Lee anymore. They don't exist.
Yeah, you don't even see a
I
boat.
think they brought that boat down to like the harbor and set it on fire.
But not even all the food is free at all times. You get free food during food times. But this is weird. This is at like 1 a.m.
Okay.
So she goes and she buys the second round, and there's a dude. There's another dude. There's 2 dudes together, who sees what's going on,
All right.
and they realize that she's drunk.
Okay.
We know that she's drunk, but she's buying us stuff. So,
Understood.
and we've been drinking. So, and they're like, "All right, you want to cruise? Whatever. This is
Mhm.
what you're doing. You probably balling." Dude comes over and he's like, "Yo, y'all stop taking this beer from this lady."
Mm-hmm.
And the dude who was about to get married was like, "Nah, you shut up." And I'm like,
Did he
"Oh
really
God."
say, "No, you shut up"?
Yeah.
Okay.
he was drunk. He was wasted. So then me and the girl we're looking like, all right, we ain't thinking too much because it's a cruise. It ain't like
Gotcha.
you can go somewhere. So we were like,
an enemy for a long time.
right. And this is day one, by the way.
Wow, okay.
I don't know if I'm in it. This is our first day here. This is my first time on the cruise.
A 3-hour
And then
tour.
then they just start arguing back and forth, and the dude's like, "No, man, I can't take advantage." And then after they argue for a couple minutes, I say something, and I was like, "Yo, bro, did you know her?" Because at first I don't know what's going on. I see him across the who ain't got it. He was like, "No, but I just won't let you take advantage." And then the girl spoke up. Nobody's taking advantage of me. I can think for myself.
That's what's up.
I wanted to buy these people a beer. And he's like, "No, lady, you're drunk and you shouldn't be doing this." Her friend left.
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, yo, wait a minute.
I'm gonna let you get beat up.
Right. I was like, yo, wait a minute. Why'd the girl leave? And she was like, because she was tired and she was ready to go, but I'm ready to party. And y'all seem like y'all ready to party. That's why I brought y'all to bed. And I was like, yo, this is an A+ chick right here.
Hey, that's what's up.
She got to drive home. She can sleep right here. Mm-hmm. Somebody will come and pick her up.
No, she's making bad decisions.
Right. I was like, but it ended up nobody got in the fight. But it's for a second it looked like those two dudes were about to swing, and I jumped up and like to calm down. Yo, bro, you be cool. Mm-hmm. You got to do this lady, and telling the dude that we had just met who was getting married. You could think about your future wife. Mm-hmm. Who you marrying tomorrow here on the boat? Like you don't want to get into a fight. This your bachelor night. Like you don't want to get into a fight tonight.
So did she stay with y'all and continue buying beers?
She bought one more round after that. She bought 3 rounds.
That's funny.
She bought 3 rounds and tequila. She bought 3 rounds of beer and a drink for the girl I was with. And then that was it. And I didn't see her the rest of the cruise. I hope she alive. Like
she probably fell overboard. That's why I didn't see her.
I know what I'm doing. I can swim.
Funerals.
Necessary.
they happen. Right. It's like,
Yeah.
what do we say to that?
I don't know. It's good closure for the family to have a funeral.
I don't like seeing the bodies.
So
When I go to funeral, even when it's for like my family,
Mhm.
and when I go to support loved ones,
Mhm.
I never go to see the body.
okay, to me, so you never go. You don't walk up to the in the.
I don't
aisle,
look in the
you just-
coffin.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's understandable. I can understand that. I'm either way, but I guess there's a thought in me saying like, I want to see them at least one more time. So I kind of look anyway. Okay, I got it. Because rather than having the thought, I wonder what they look like. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't have too much thought concerning that. But I know I'm not opposed to looking at the body.
I don't know. I mean, I can't say that I've never seen a body in a coffin at a funeral. I mean, I've seen several, and I don't know. Maybe that's one of those things that makes me feel like, all right, I've seen it, and I know I got an idea of what they would look like. I don't know the suit that they're gonna put on this dude or chick, but I know what after the embalming and all that. I know. I can get an idea of what they look like.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
Understood. No, I'm chilling.
It's like if I have like 5 kids. It's like, and I'm at the first 4 births.
You say, let's say, okay, all right. I thought you were going morbid, but gotcha.
I'm talking about birth.
Okay, yeah.
New life.
Let's say I had 5 kids, and I went to all 5
4
funerals. It's just like I know what my first kid looked like when he was in the casket. That's a very uncomfortable situation. But
Nah, I was saying if I went to the birth of the first 4 and then my wife's pregnant with the 5th, I probably would be like, yo, I've seen this 4 times.
you think, but then that 5th one, something weird's gonna happen.
Maybe.
They come out backwards.
But I hope that doesn't happen at a funeral.
Come out giving jazz hands. Da-da! Hello, daddy.
Dude be face down in a coffin. Like, yo, something wrong with this body.
We tried something different. Yeah.
They have the feet, the legs part open and the and the head closed. That's I don't know. Funerals.
That's the weirdest thing I seen at a funeral was a couple things, but the one that really, really stuck out for me the first time I seen it was just so weird, and it's common now. It is common, but the first time I seen somebody take a picture next to the casket.
I don't know if I should be laughing, but that's hilarious.
But it was so weird because like the casket was open and the guy was standing there, and then he handed his phone to somebody, and so he took a picture, but the guy that was taking the picture kept telling the guy to get closer to the body in the casket, so he kept like, and the whole thing was they tried to be respectful and discreet about it.
How you can be discreet with a flash?
But it just looked so weird because it was so quiet in the church, and then like this guy is standing in front of the casket, like leaning over it, like in the casket kind of, and other guys trying to get a good picture. And it took a couple seconds, and it was just like, yo, this is so weird.
That sounds weird. I don't know, dude.
So that's like a thing now where people take selfies next to coffin in the caskets at funerals. Taking a picture of the body, I can understand. You know, I can understand it, but selfies and stuff with you in the picture, nah. It's like, you know, we're gonna update your Instagram, but with that, like, that's gonna be your next Instagram picture.
Get in good. No, hop in.
It's gonna look dope with a filter.
Get a close picture.
Yeah, you're gonna tag them in it.
Lay on top. Nah, dude, I can't. I couldn't do that. See some weird things I've seen at a funeral. I don't like.
What about like double? Oh, man.
Oh, you just made me lose my train of thought.
All right. Well, what about like a double casket situation where I was kind of thinking along the lines of it's one casket, but one end is one person, other end is other person, and like their feet is kind of up. It's two people
in the same
casket. Yeah, and both sides are open.
You know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if that has happened because people didn't buy life insurance. And they didn't have enough money to afford 2 funerals and 2 caskets. Like caskets are like they can get like $3,000.
No, they are like $2,000.
Right.
Man, yeah.
Unless you want to be buried in a cardboard box.
Those are expensive too.
Right. So I wouldn't even be surprised if that if families would be like, yeah, just put us in the same. Yeah.
I still want to be in the pod.
I think it would be funnier to have 2 people like in the same direction beside each other, squished into one in the one coffin.
Hugging. I'm sorry, but this is kind of a morbid topic, but yeah.
That's funny.
Kudos to the I about to say to the chiropractor, the choreographer. What is he? The choreographer. The chameleon guy. that does the body.
All these names.
The coroner.
Oh,
Kudos
okay.
to the coroner.
You doing all this graffers. I was like, what?
Kudos to the graffiti artist. I mean, the coroner or the
Coroner.
I about to say botanist.
Mortician
To the mortician that puts the body together, yo.
I don't like when they do the reflections piece. And
Like anybody has words?
yeah.
Okay.
And the officiator says, be respectful to the family.
For the time?
Give it 2 minutes.
Dude.
Oh my
Dude.
goodness. I hate. I'm like, yo, did y'all not hear? Y'all didn't come prepared for this. I know y'all got you got the pregame on this.
It's like standard 2 minutes.
Right. And if you have to be a little long, make it 3 at the most.
Here's my thing.
But they do like 25-minute. It's all about me monologues.
Here's my thing. You can't talk and sing. You gotta pick one or the other. People that talk and then this is the song.
Don't sing.
In the trees. Like no. Like don't you can't give a monologue and sing the song. You either sing and leave, or talk and leave. You can't do both.
My thing, if you're not on the program to sing, if the officiator,
But it's for reflections. Reflections could be anything. It doesn't have to be just be verbal.
here's my thing. If it's
It
two,
just got to be 2 minutes.
if it's right,
Yeah.
right. If it's 2 minutes, sing your song in 2 minutes. Don't do a His Eyes on the Sparrow 10-minute rendition.
Yeah. Don't do all the verses to Amazing Grace. Just do that and just do the main chorus.
Just say Amazing Grace.
Don't do like all 4 stanzas.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I mean. That's my biggest beef when it comes to funerals that allow reflections.
Mm-hmm.
Cause some don't. Some are real strict. Like we got 3 people that are coming up that
Yeah.
were approved, and they know what they're gonna say beforehand, and they out. I know I want some comedy at my funeral.
Mm-hmm.
I know whenever I go, I want some people coming up telling jokes. And now
I don't want that.
I want it to be relevant. Like don't just come up and like,
Yeah, bounce out of the doctor hasn't figured out what is wrong with me.
shout out to Bounce, yo. I like Bounce. Like I wouldn't even be mad at that. Like
dude,
I know the doctors haven't figured out what's wrong with me, but they
ain't find out what's wrong with him either.
Right. But yeah, I do want some comedy. I mean, not necessarily like
I don't want
stand up
jokes.
formula jokes.
Yeah, I
But-
want good humor.
Come up and tell some funny stories about me.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's way different.
Yeah.
You want like next comedian comes to the stage.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
This
That's-
funeral has a couple sponsors. We want to thank. Give a hand for all our sponsors for this funeral.
I just want it to be fun, man. I want people to have, to be able to celebrate my life. That's what it's supposed to be for, quote unquote. So when I go, I want you to celebrate my life, and a big part of my life is comedy. So just have some humor going on. Have everybody, that's how he would have wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
I know if he could officiate anybody else's funeral, he would make jokes throughout.
Who?
Me, if I'm saying that's what people would say. If Jaye were to officiate anyone else's funeral, he would make jokes throughout his officiating.
Mm-hmm.
Efficiency. Officiate.
While he's
Officiating.
officiating. While he's officiating.
While he's officiating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely like that. I'd be mad if I died and I'm looking down because I'm going to heaven. So if I'm looking down and and nobody is saying anything that's funny, I come back.
I'll definitely have some stories. I'll be like, I don't even know what I say, but matter of fact, what we should do was, what would you say? I don't want to do that. Never mind, forget it.
Yeah, we'll save that for something else.
I'm not gonna say that for nothing. I'm not even gonna cover that.
Yeah, it's like what if you like die while
Yeah,
I'm
I
telling
know.
you? Like, let's not
I'm like,
call it into existence.
but yeah, we're just gonna play this podcast because we just filmed this, so we're not even gonna do that. Yeah, but what we can say is, forget it.
I'll speak at your funeral, Corey.
You're not gonna speak mine. I'm not dying.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Well, I'm gonna die.
Like,
I'm not dying. So I mean, you're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to speak at my funeral. But speak at yours. But you're not gonna be able to speak at my funeral unless we die together.
I'll speak at your funeral if we die together.
Then hey, it ain't gonna happen, brother. I'm not hooking. I'm not setting up any appointments for anybody to speak at my funeral. Man, yeah, I definitely want my grandkids to say something. My grandkids probably sing a song like most grandchildren do at funerals. But please sit down. That was horrible. What about when people do horrible
I didn't sing
stuff?
a song for my grandma. That was actually the start of my comedy.
Yo, we didn't even have a funeral for my grandmother.
No comment.
Like that
sounds like something my family would have as poor as we grew up. Like, but we still could afford a funeral.
I had my own funeral. Like, but we didn't have a funeral for my
You had your own funeral.
I had my own funeral.
What you mean you had your own funeral? You're alive.
I had my own funeral for my grandmother.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's just weird. Because the funeral is for the deceased.
I had my own funeral for my grandmother.
All right, I hear what you're saying. It was just sounded weird when you first said it.
I celebrated my grandmother.
I
in
got
a
you.
personal funeral.
Was she cremated?
She was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So I have
all
my
right.
own memorial service.
All right. That's fine. Did you spread ashes over the sea?
Nah, it wasn't even a sea. It was like a lake. It was like a little lake.
Is that for real?
I'm dead serious.
So you don't have an urn like with her in it? Y'all in the
Well, no, I mean,
in the sea?
I didn't take all of her. It was just like a little.
What, you spread her arms and legs in the sea?
It might have been a mixture of both. I just kind of got a scoop. Stop laughing. It's not funny. It's my grandmother.
I'm so sorry.
My grandmother, dog. I got a little scoop and then
Yo, I'm sorry, Corey. I just haven't heard that. I don't know. I don't know anybody that's. I thought you spread all the ashes. I thought that's what they do when you go. I don't know this. I don't have any cremated.
I mean, it would make
close
sense for all
relatives.
the. I mean, I guess now that I think about it, I mean, it just seems so selfish to like just spread it everywhere before everybody else got a chance to do anything. So it's just like, well, I'm gonna have my funeral. We ain't gonna have no funeral for grandma. I'm gonna have my own. So I kind of got a scoop, and then I, did my little service.
Okay, from that angle, I understand. You want to hog up grandma.
And I'm not gonna just, that's like selfish. I'm gonna have my own funeral to take and just store before. Well, hold on, how is it gonna do after grandma? It is because you can't do it. Like you can't do it over. It's just like that's like the ultimate reason to get shot.
Okay.
I just have my little scoop. You know what I'm saying? And hey.
Okay. No, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I feel you. Yeah, I don't know if I want my wife to speak about it. I'll just go back to that. Just because I feel like they get all choked up and they get super sad. I wouldn't want to put my wife through that.
I can see
I
that.
feel like she's already bawling and crying when she sees me in the casket.
Mm-hmm.
And for her to come and then have to talk because her 2 minutes. Like with somebody like she probably get up there and cry for 10 minutes. Alright. I just want to say. And then she cries for another 10 minutes, and it's like, yo, we at tomorrow o'clock, and she's still crying. Nah. My grandkids, yeah, my grandkids.
I'm still gonna be in a pod. So you're gonna be at a funeral like in a forest or something like that.
Check out episode 208, Pod Tree Burial
Pod, bro. That's why I want the pod.
for Tootsie Rolls.
How would you like to be remembered?
This sounds like an appropriate topic right after funerals.
No.
Thank
This
you
is not
guys.
Our last podcast, everybody. Like, we're
Right,
gonna have
right.
one next week as well.
This is hashtag alive. Live live. That's stupid.
Live A. B.
Hashtag here still.
C.
Oh, the A, B. I got it. Yeah, I got
It's
it.
late. It's late, so I mean, what time is it?
This is late.
Oh, all right.
How do you want to be remembered?
I think this.
Loyal. I want to remember me for being loyal.
If I was going to say something about you, right, I would definitely say that Jaye Toller was definitely an unexpected friendship that I had.
I don't even know if that's a compliment.
Yeah.
if that's how you put me down in your friendship books, like, yeah, this guy.
It is. It was
unexpected.
Yeah, unexpected. And then it's like he was one of those persons that I normally would not hang out with based on first impression. But as time went on, I got to know him. And I had to take back everything that I thought about him originally.
Jeez. Everything.
Everything.
Like, I had a whole list. It was like 100 things that I thought about you. It was like, no. It's not so much.
And then I learned from that is that we can look at a person and take those certain attributes that we don't like and sum that person up and assume that that's all that they are. But we miss those things that we didn't see. And the things that we didn't see are usually the most important things about that person.
This is beginning to sound more like a compliment. Or I don't know if it's a compliment, but it sounds warmer than what it did at first.
Yeah.
First
And that's how it's supposed to start.
First it was chilling. I was like, oh, this guy.
Yeah. And then
This be the last
those
off the pad. I do.
like,
I hate you too.
I hate it off the pad. It's just like these episodes like, will he just shut up? But no, like but as time went on, I really got to know Jaye, and those unknown qualities were the greatest attributes a person can have. He was loyal. He was faithful. He was helpful.
My feet were pretty.
I'd never seen his feet, but looking at them now at the casket, they wasn't as pretty as he would let us to believe. Like, who knew he had 3 toes?
You said they wasn't.
Well, he had feet like a hobbit. Yeah. And that was my buddy, Jaye.
Okay. Hashtag ditto. Like, like that's all.
I did.
That's all you get. Like, I can give you. Everybody's waiting. Like, what is Jaye gonna say about Corey? Nothing.
But he should say that at funeral.
I hated him when I met him. Like,
Ditto. And sit down.
nobody would get that. Like, I'd get it, and you would have to get it.
I'd be in the casket like,
Y'all can't see what he's doing. I don't know why he's doing facial expressions on an audio podcast. Like, that was just a waste of air. No, upon meeting you two, I mean, it's pretty much almost the same story, except like in reverse. Like, you wouldn't
reverse.
When I first met you, I wouldn't think that we would be as cool as we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of our opposite, I guess, charismas or just energies. Like, I'm real lively and I'm bouncing around and I'm talking and I'm, you know what's going on, and you're way laid back.
Absolute.
And I was like, oh, it's just a little quiet dude. I don't talk to this dude. But with that, helped me to understand who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because while you weren't just going around talking about it, we weren't talking about it was more like you just reserved what you had to say when you had to say something.
Mm-hmm.
And when you said something, it was powerful. It was meaningful. It was intelligent. It was like, oh, man, this guy saying that he don't say nothing because he's just whack. He's not saying nothing because he don't want to waste his breath. I was like, yo, so this is whack, dude. That's how I was at first.
That's funny.
But it was like, yo, then I got the thought that, all right, maybe you just didn't want to waste your breath. So why speak when you didn't have to? And then when you said something, it meant something, and it was more powerful than the 20 minutes this other guy that's been rambling on.
You know what would be funny if you said, then I realized the nigga stutter.
That's funny. That's funny. I wish you didn't say that.
I know, right?
But that makes that funnier. Yeah, man. So it was similar thoughts, and then after more conversations and more hanging out and getting to know you, I've gained that same respect for you, and I cherish the friendship that we've developed. I definitely wouldn't want to do this off the pad podcast with anyone else.
I don't think. I can't see myself doing anybody else at all.
So, just developing that friendship beforehand and then putting this together, I think is just bringing it all, bringing it closer together. And and I'm just waiting for the day where you like, yo, we can go to the salon and get our feet done together like homeboys should do. And like I'm joking, like, I was sounding real. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm not sure about the salon thing.
That's definitely a joke. Like,
Okay,
this whole time it's been a joke. Don't call me next week like, yo, Jay, I thought about it.
Yo, man, I got some time.
Like,
Let's just go get our feet done.
let's hit up Lee Nails. Like,
But you know what? That's not a bad thing to do. Like,
bruh, we will not go. That's
no,
all the joke. That's 100% joke.
Mira, listen.
This podcast is over.
Mira, listen.
This is the last time.
Listen. But now, like, we can go to, like, a machine shop, you know what I'm saying, and, like, put our feet in, like, water.
We're not going to put our feet. Don't say we and our feet in the same sentence.
Well, we could put
I was just joking.
You could put your feet in a bucket of water.
Your feet are going to be near
Period.
my feet.
Next sentence, I could put my feet in the same bucket of water. Period. Matter of fact, this ain't going to be in the podcast. But I'm teasing, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, man. But if I had to say something about you, is that what we're talking about? I don't even know. If
Nah, I think the whole time was how do you want to be remembered? I want to be remembered as a very nice person. Now, you know what? To be honest, I don't even care. I don't even care.
You don't care.
I don't. I mean, because the thing about it is it's like the things I did in life, I know I did. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not people remember it or not, I know somebody knows. And your perception of what I did and how I did it, that's at your leisure. You know what I'm saying? I can't I can't control that for you. I can't control your perception of me. You know what I'm saying? And how you view me. But I just hope that the things I've done are viewed as positive. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not, I can't control that.
I want to be remembered as Jaye had good intentions. And everything that he did, he had good intentions. He tried. He always wanted to empower, uplift in any way, shape, or form. What I do is with good intentions.
So he killed those people.
They were going to kill somebody else, Corey.
He had good intentions.
I was trying to save 1,000 by killing 2.
Because he hated them. Stupid. You stupid life. It's just, I'm teasing.
Yeah, that's all I got for that.
Man, that's all I got for today.
Thank you guys for listening.
Good night. You know where to find me.
To this late recording podcast. Y'all don't get the effects. Y'all probably get it when y'all hear us. Like, y'all can hear it in our tone and our voices how late we're recording. But you guys don't know the actual time. We're not gonna say it.
Yeah, but yo, we actually forget it, yo. I don't know. We've been so busy, man.
I think that's a positive thing, brother.
Yeah, true. I'm glad it's like that. I'm glad that we are busy working and being productive than having them noonday podcasts.
Right. And at the same time, the fact that we're recording this late, at this hour that the audience doesn't know about, to me, just shows how dedicated you are.
Mm-hmm.
For you to make your time
as well. Same thing. Ditto.
Man, and that's how I want to be remembered. If I commit to something, then I'm sticking to it.
Agreed, man.
So I definitely appreciate you, Corey.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you also, listeners. Thank you, man. We're gonna wrap this up. Tell your friends, this dude is sleeping. We got 15 more seconds. That's all it takes, brother. Or 30 more seconds. You sound like a hungry sleeping person.
I eat my sleep.
You ate the Z's.
I ate my sleep. I ate them Z's. Z's taste good.
A. Supposed to do B, C, whatever.
I hate those letters.
Hey guys, this is the podcast where your topics go on the pad.
And I eat them off the pad.
The hungry Corey taking over. Hey man, look.
I guess that's it for this podcast, man.
Absolutely, man.
I definitely want to get some sleep.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to get some sleep.
I think I was sleep. I don't even know how we made it through this podcast. This kind of feels like, you take that long drive home and you fall asleep and you realize you were like miles down the road and you don't know how you got there.
Yes, when I'm drunk. How do you do that? You don't drink?
Sleeping.
Oh, you don't? You just regularly sleep?
Just sleep when I'm driving.
That sounds. Yeah, you know what? You shouldn't get drunk because that would probably kill you.
Yeah,
and then I'd really be at your funeral.
It hasn't.
Giving you what I remember about you.
But that's how this podcast was. Like, I remember starting it, but I don't remember anything in the middle at all.
We didn't say anything.
Well, that's gonna be an awkward edit.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You can find us on iTunes,
Boom.
Stitcher,
Boom.
Downcast,
Boom.
offthepad.podbean.com.
Boom.
Email us. Find us on Twitter.
Boom.
Find us on Facebook.
Whole lot of booms.
Yeah.
It's the Boom Boom Boom. The Boom Boom Podcast.
This is the podcast where your topics go on the pad.
And we talk about them off the pad.
Y'all have a good rest of your day.
Good night.
Peace. Turn it off.
Thank you for listening to Off the Pad Podcast with Jaye Toller and Corey Marshall. Be sure to find us online at offthepad.podbean.com. Follow us on Twitter at offthepad. You can also be a part of our Facebook page. Once again, thank you for listening to Off the Pad Podcast. And remember, the weirdest travel experience ever would probably be driving in a car that runs on urine while listening to a song by Manny Pacquiao and heading to a family cookout for food to take to your side piece who is home watching Empire.